Kwoffstar, Big E, whatever you want to call me. A&R, label boss. Yeah, man, EMG.
That's the label, yeah?
That's the label indeed.
What does it stand for, EMG? Like, what does it stand for?
So EMG stands for E-Vision Music Group. So obviously E, that's me. And the vision's always been there. So I always had a vision for where I want to take this, where I want to go.
When did you start this endeavor?
This project started in 2020 on paper. But before that, man was already kind of in and out of the situations and kind of, working
like music,
music-wise, yeah. So obviously, people that know me in this town know I used to do club promo. I used to put on a lot of club nights.
Where?
Around Bournemouth.
In Bournemouth, okay.
Even out of Bournemouth, so done shows in London, done shows in Portsmouth, Southampton. But mainly around Bournemouth. I really want to build a scene for us because, again, like, I've been in this town in and out really from like 2006. We didn't really have like a quote unquote urban scene. There was no Afro beats clubs like that. There weren't. So really I was trying to tap into these clubs and try and get our DJs in there, get them playing our music, and then from that getting our artists, like the artists that we like, coming down here, putting on shows. So yeah, that's where it really started from. I think one of my first conversations about managing artists or getting into the scene was with Mologo. And I had a similar conversation with Afro B when he's down there. So yeah, man, just
I hear you. So, see your this EMG now. What type of music do you make? Do you concentrate on one particular genre or?
So the goal when initially set up was to focus on Afro beats. Again, that's my favorite type of genre, my culture. So the focus was Afro. But I think from there, from just meeting the kind of guys that I have around me, the guys that have been making music down here that are essentially part of the scene, there was a responsibility to kind of expand and really put resources in place for other types of music in our culture. Because again, like, the opportunities didn't exist for anyone really. And that's kind of, so now we've grown, so it's not just Afro beats, we've got hip hop, R&B, grime artists, worked with, everything. Everything. All genres.
What else is EMG up to as a company? Because is it more than music? What's going on?
Yeah, so it's more than music. You could say, essentially, the core is still music. But again, we do events. We plug. Obviously, again, that's all part of the music.
What do you mean?
So plugging into different resources. So whether it's radio, TV, plugging into PR agents, and just taking artists or other creatives into different resources. Which might sometimes not necessarily just be music. So could be an opportunity with a brand, or could be an opportunity with a podcaster, or do you know what I mean? So if they need something that we essentially cover, or we have the resources for them, we'll put that together.
What I want to know is, Kwoffstar, what is your role then in all of this? What's your role?
I do everything, man. One day I'm security at shows, or I'm MCing or hosting.
Well, you MC?
I do.
You MC as well?
Not really MC like that, but I'm saying like just I'm saying like just host the event, just introduce my artists on stage. You gotta wear many hats, do you know what I mean? So the core, I'm at the core of a lot of the things that's happening, and then I build people around that support and other things. So got people like Silla, there's a guy in Kenya that deals with the socials. And then, producers that I work with. And there's people that I just build relationships with, whether it's studios or engineers or producers. They all come into play if and where it's needed. So,
let me know, like, what's the day of an executive? Like, start from like when you would get up, it's one of your busy days, innit? Let man know so that people can know, like, okay, this is the type of stuff you have to do, and it's not just wake up and it happens instant. You get me? So, like, Rod, walk me through a day, like a busy day.
Again, it depends what is coming up, whether it's shows or we've got a project coming up, whether it's artists looking to release music. That determines what the activity of the day is going to be. But that, again, that begins the night before. So I structure most of the stuff that I'm going to do the night before. So then when I get up, I know, all right, cool. I'll start my day most of the days with the stats. So I'll go on all the artist accounts. Right, what we're doing streaming wise, what's happening, followers, all of that. What's all of that happening? I get all the reports sent in most Mondays. So Monday's probably data wise, that's my busiest day. So I get all the reports from various sources sent in. So, all right, cool. This is what's happening on the socials for the guys. This is what's happening regarding streams, downloads, everything that's there. And then I talk to our distro partner on most days with regards to making sure that things are going out in the right stores. Check again. These days you have to check almost every day because I get a message from artists every day like, bro, my song's not on TikTok anymore. My song's not on Instagram anymore. What's going on? And then, yo, can you guys make sure we get it back up? And then
you say it phones up direct.
I do, yeah. So sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. They try to give you the whole email thing, but sometimes you have to jump on the call. Like, yo, I need this ASAP because
business.
Yeah. So yeah, I start with the stats, and then from there it's just about building on wherever was set up from the night before. So again, if you got a release, what do I need to do? Who do I need to speak to? Where's the music going? Have we got all the artwork in place? Who's dealing with artwork? Who's dealing with distro? Who's dealing with marketing? Do we need to get influencers? Whoever do we need to get in touch with? Then that's where I often do most of the time, just reaching out to people. And again, if you've got shows and stuff, which can be on the exact same day, so it'll be a day where I do all of that during the day, and then in the evening we've got shows, or I might have an artist and say, bro, I want to go studio. Say, you see me sometimes I'll be in the studio till 3-4 in the morning.
100.
Not that I want to be there, but sometimes you have to. Because again, I help with studio setups and making sure the recording goes right. On the off day, you might see me even writing or helping with the lyrics. You know what I mean? It helps on the editing, man.
Tell me about the artists in your stable right now for EMG. Like, what artists do you have? Like, what's their names?
Yeah. So in-house on my full-time artist at the moment, TR Craze, South Sudanese rapper, Afro artist, really is a cold ass rapper. Dubs 500, he was predominantly cloud rap, but vocally can expand. So his last track, Best of Me, is more Afro swing. Crazy numbers behind that, which was something that we didn't expect because it was completely different to what he's done before that. I think he's probably close to hitting 100K streams on Spotify, charting in America and stuff. So, yeah, and that's coming up. Guys from down here, Dubs, TR Craze, Lazy Boy Kelly just joined the team.
Okay.
Working on final bits with Deli Black. So predominantly Afro artists, and then extensively, I work with a lot of artists that you see in and out of the camp come in, whether it's just for a project. Someone might give me a call and be like, bro, I got this song. Can you help me with the release? Can you help me put a marketing campaign behind it? They come in and we work on the project as its own, and then they out. And then same vice versa. I got a sick catalog of producers that work with me.
What's the most number of streams that you're getting at the moment or on a daily basis?
So I think the highest streaming record that we've released is probably Dubs 500's Best of Me. So like I said, it's close to 100K across.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Across all platforms. Yeah. And then you've got, so again, understanding the markets for each artist is also key. So for example, you got guys that do really well on Spotify, But then we realized, for example, TR Craze, for example, his biggest fans are in East Africa. They consume music through YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So he does numbers like 500,000 streams on TikTok, for example. You know what I mean? So it varies per artist on where it's coming from. I'd probably say that. So if you're looking at just the main streaming platform, you're probably looking at Dubs 500 on Spotify, Apple Music, Best of Me. Across the board, probably TR Craze. All these tracks combined, probably close to 1 million. Yeah.
Whoa.
There was an issue with that where TikTok banned his account. So he basically had to start again. So
Why did they ban man's account?
it's funny. I had when I was at a conference at TikTok and I asked them about this, and they really they kind of shied away from it. But basically, what it is, the rules are different in each country for TikTok, right? So I don't know how much you know about Sudan, South Sudan, where most of its listeners and fans are. Like there was a period of time, I think it just restarted again. Like they're going essentially through like civil war and stuff. But there's a lot of street youth that still carry guns and bits like that. And there's people like bumping his music. Do you know what I mean? He makes real rap, like street music. And there's people bumping his music in the streets. You know what I mean? Talking maybe like an AK one hand and the boombox in the other. And they're bumping they're bumping his tunes. And these are on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? So
Gaza got business.
Yeah. And all he was doing is reposting some of these videos. Now, because he is here, you can't post things like that from here. So they banned his account for that, but these videos still exist.
So if he was there, he could post that type of stuff.
Yeah, because people from there are making this content.
Yeah, but down here, they'll ban that over the guns and all that.
Same thing, you get people from America that can post with guns because they got guns rules.
You can't do that.
You can't do that here.
Is it?
Nah.
Not on TikTok?
Nah.
Like, yeah. That makes sense though. It's illegal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like super illegal in England.
Exactly. So if you're here, your location is going to determine what the rules are, which is unfair because, again, it's user-generated content. It's not him as an artist posting with these things. He's just reposting what his fans are making. Do you know what I mean?
But then you got to remember, that that's even better in a way. You know, something that's explicit, something that they said, no, you can't have this. People want it more.
Yeah.
You understand? That could help, man, in the long run. You get me?
It could do, but the issue is you lose an account that was doing 500,000 streams at the time. You have to build it back up again with a brand new account. And that's the issue that was, because I think he was 10K followers on there before and doing 500, 600K streams. And that was user-generated content. So it's not stuff that he's posting, stuff that people are posting, tagging in his music
and sharing.
So that, again, when you speak to TikTok, those are the most valuable types of artists on the platform. So we have to deal with all those kind of things. Like I have a lot of like content restriction meetings and I try to have these conversations with these lot.
That's deep.
So yeah, that's the back end that is essentially. But yeah,
you see these artists that you have because like, what are you just working with them to make songs and put them out, or are you trying to develop them to be better artists? Like
really
developing talent.
Really develop, man. Like everyone that's come to me at some point, I feel like wherever we are now is definitely better than where we were before. Do you know what I mean? So I pride myself in that, and that's something that I always do. You know, I always want to continue. And that's what the business is becoming synonymous for. Is that we help growth. Do you know what I mean? So if you weren't getting shows before, we're getting shows now. If the music quality wasn't great before, we improved the music quality by bringing better producers and engineers around you. Yeah, man. So everyone's being developed. I can't say I've hit like a mainstream like artist yet, or anyone that's already like, do you know what I mean? They're already doing it. Even the ones that I've worked with that are, do you know what I mean? Major artists. They still have rooms for development, and when they come to me because there's areas that they can improve, or they want different things that they want to do.
Okay, so look, that's good. At least you're trying to look out for the artists. You know, certain man, they'll just
they just
tell man, we can do this. Let's release a single, let's release an EP, but they're not developing the artist craft. So the artists, you know, they flop really more. When I say flop, I don't mean flop Like, again, because music is, like you said, you don't know. You gotta know who's your fans.
And that's a difficult thing as well sometimes. Because sometimes, bro, you might be in the studio with an artist and they gas about a song, bro. You just have to look at them sometimes and be like, bro, this is not it. And that's where I mean, that's where it's how you deal with people, and that's the other side of it. And you have to be honest enough. It's not just like, this is not it, kind of explain it like, this is why I think it's not in this way, you could do alternatively. So so we have situations where maybe it looks like we haven't put music out for a while, but maybe we just haven't made the right kind of music. Do you know what I mean? So I try to avoid just like releasing music because it's just there. Do you know what I mean? Because again, you as an artist, you're a brand, and if you're gonna just drop stuff that's gonna eventually like deteriorate your brand, it's not ideal for anyone. That's what we're doing. You honestly having these conversations sometimes. So.
You know, you was a guy that was always in the studio more time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dealing with the artists regular in the studio. You know, I've been to the studio, seen you there, met you at different studios. You understand where I'm coming from? So but now you switched it now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you're in the office now. Like you're taking it. It's properly corporate now. It's not. We say no more jamming with the riffraff.
You know what? It's difficult because as much as I love the studio life, it can be very distracting. So for me, it works better to kind of give the eyes kind of freedom to go and create. Unless I have to be there, then I have to be there. But go create and just train the product, and then you go through what we need to do to make the product work. It wasn't always ideal being in, again, I'm a farmer as well, so being in them studios and the 2 p.m. it's the mad, you know what I mean? Because kids don't give a fuck. Wake up and they're like, yo, let's go play. I just go in. Yeah, you can't. So it helps me kind of organize my life a little bit as well, and that's just a conscious decision. I'm here with my business partners, kind of go separate ways, and you deal with the studio, keep that side of the business, and EMG continues on the journey that is set out for.
I want you to tell me about your successes.
Setting up the Beacon Urban Music Awards.
Okay. Explain that. What's that?
So again, it goes from the same place that EMG was set up. So Beacon Urban Music Awards, I set that up to recognize the work that artists around the coast are putting in. You know what I mean? So when they're doing the mobiles, they're doing all these awards. If you're not in London, you're not out of London or Manchester, artists, you're heavily overlooked. So I really want to set up a platform for that. So spoke to some people with a lot of knowledge in the music industry that are based in and out the South, and got a lot of advice. But there's always a vision to do this. Been about 2 years in the planning. Last year it came to fruition. So that setting that up and seeing it come together, and then not just it happening as I envisioned it would, but having mainstream media come along and actually talk about it and share the success. Again, that's something different that no one has done down here. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, primetime BBC News. You would have seen Beacon Urban Music Awards on there.
The Beacon Urban Music Awards is a new initiative which aims to celebrate music of Afro origin in the South.
We've got Afrobeats musicians, we've got reggae musicians, we've got hip-hop videographers, producers, so it's a real spectrum of creatives in the room.
The idea is for the Beacon Urban Music Awards to become an annual event.
And we were able to give awards to some of the guys that are working really hard, and one of the things I wanted it to be was that it was user generated, so it was fan focused, so you couldn't, again, I know how people work, so you can't say, man just gave the awards to his brethren. You know what I mean? You can't say, yo, because it's my brethren.
I would say that.
And people will say that. Yeah, bro. People turn up on the day and try to say that. But again, like, I explained to everyone, like, the whole system is set up so that it will be, like, fan focused. So anyone that won, they won because the people went out and voted for
So they got a fan base.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, that was just an encouragement for everyone to work a little bit harder and to make sure, like, yo, if you're doing this, like, you're doing this for someone. You're not just out here, like, just doing it.
Yeah.
The people responded and got the votes in. So we did over 5,000 votes first year.
Come on, that's a big look.
100%.
The man put on there on the war show, like that's boss moves.
Yeah.
That's boss moves, but these niggas talking about, yeah, you know,
Bro,
listen,
100%,
these niggas
man.
talking about, man ain't really done nothing, I don't know. Man's making boss moves, you know the way there, but
Bro, listen,
I
look,
hear you.
well and truly, that's, if you wanted to point one thing out, that's almost like a statement thing, and that took 2 years, but really EMG been about 3 years, and that's one of the things that I need to do from the get-go.
That was one of the major
Yeah,
things,
because
okay.
again, no one was doing it, working so hard, and again, nobody, and that goes along with everything that we're doing, because again, bro, you know how many artists are out here putting in work, paying for studio time, going out, but no one's getting stage time. So my little successes are, am I able to open doors, get artists on stages? I've got artists on stages at Sevens. I've got artists on stages that otherwise wouldn't have any of our quote-unquote urban artists to feature on. Some of these guys have got their first paid opportunity as an artist. You know what I mean? So those are the little successes that actually matter more to me, because that essentially allowed man to continue and work.
See you up in them offices, like what's good, man? Show me about some of that, man.
So again, like one of the things I'm blessed to do is make some good connections in the industry. So I know, so I can walk into certain buildings and do certain things. So again, might get a major artist that come to the UK, whether they got shows or they got engagements, and they might hit me up and say, yo, can you plug me into these activities? So again, my example, just this weekend, for example, I've had Fia. You know, Fia is probably one of the biggest voices in Afrobeats.
Okay.
If you listen to Mr. Easy Skin Tight, Daddy Yo, Wizkid's Daddy Yo, that's her. Sarah with Sarkodie, like she's a big in Afro. So her road manager hit me up, said, bro, we kind of want you to come work in the camp and get us into these places. So I've taken her to BBC One Extra, linking up with Eddie Caddy up there, being able to get around to the shops you do, get to meet Slade owns Afro Nation.
Okay.
And just taking artists through these things. So we've done that for people like Yal Tog and Quick Flick, various artists down here.
I want you to explain something to the people that are watching this. Because a lot of people think this thing happens overnight, and you understand. So on a scale of, I don't know, 1 to 10, how difficult was it? And not difficult because obviously we enjoy the music, but you know what I mean when I say how difficult was it to get to this stage now? When you're like, what kind of perseverance did you have to have?
Bro, and even now, like it's still difficult now, but bro, it's you really have to have an understanding and a passion for the industry. You really want to do this. So yeah, that's why you get a lot of people that say they want to make music or leave in music industry and they won't last, because bro, the amount of doors you have to knock, eventually you have to kick the door down. They don't open the doors. You have to build your own pathways, because again, for me, I want to do it for people that look like us and make music that we like. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. For us, the opportunities don't exist. So again, you have to. So I'm doing my experience from doing shows means, all right, now we're going to put on our own shows because these men don't want to put us on stage.
No, so definitely.
So we have to do stuff like that. And bro, it's tough, fam. It's tough. You put all your money, you put all your time, everything into this, and you have to go home. By the time you pay everyone that's around you, you go home broke. Get in the motherfucker. And you go get up tomorrow and say, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. It's
vision, isn't it? Vision.
That's it. Yeah, that's what vision, isn't it? Vision's always been steady.
Yeah.
And you know what you're working for, and you kind of figure out a way to make it happen, man.
So then you're just basically saying it's not easy. Be prepared for bumps in the road.
Very much so.
Okay.
A lot of no's, man. You gotta get a lot of no's. People that now like deal with me in certain places, bro, I've been hitting them up for 2 years straight.
Yeah.
Won't give you the time of day. But you think, nah, like, bro, that would go way back or whatever it is. People like, yeah, I mean, the local stations here and stuff. Man, been hitting people up. But now it's like, Oh, yeah, that's the EMG guy. Yeah.
We saying because of that BBC look or just because of hard work? Obviously, BBC look was because of hard work anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
I think because of the BBC look, did your thing get?
I think it's before that. I don't know.
Okay.
I think that's good. That's happening. That if anything, that's gonna open doors this year for things I'm trying to do. Before that, like, bro, I think, like, how many artists have I written pitch for BBC Soul that managed to get on there before that I didn't see any of these?
Yeah, you got bare eyes on there, innit?
Yep, I've managed to pull through so many records through there. They played even TR Crazy, non-English speaking artists. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We played on places like BBC Soul, taking them out on there, being interviewed on BBC Soul.
Yeah, that's a big looks.
Being able to walk through these buildings and make these things happen, and really, that's come from eventually, like, they notice, all right, cool, you're actually doing this. You know what I mean? You're really doing this. Maybe you could say maybe the time that we started hitting people up because the work wasn't there, they might not see that you're a serious buyer or whatever. So cool, vice versa. So now maybe when you hit up people and you try and get into certain places, say, all right, cool, he's done what he needed to do, he's put his hours in and he's got the results.
Yeah, you put your 10,000 hours in, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
So, obviously, as you know, Coast to Coast is about established artists and up-and-coming artists and whoever's good musically, innit? But people that also want to be in your shoes. When I say your shoes, I mean that position that you play in the company, innit? Like as an executive, you get me? So I want you to give them like some key knowledge, one key thing, just one main key thing that they can take away and say, yeah, this man knows what he's chatting about.
Kind of make it in this industry, you have to be resilient. You have to be true to self. You have to be able to take the lows. You have to be able to kind of really stick to your vision and who you are as a person. So the distractions and everything else that comes with the industry, especially when it's going well, it's very easy to get lost and enjoy certain things and certain lifestyles and very distracted. So
bare jewelry, bare gal, bare drugs.
That's what bro, bare people are in the game for that. You know what I mean? So you meet artists that, yo, I'm here. Man wants to do music to get girls. You know what I mean? You as an exec, bro, I'm trying to, cool. You still have to find a halfway point of, all right, if we're going to work, this is how we do it. So we achieve what you trying to achieve. So my business gets what it's trying to get to. Yeah, man.
So when you ask about the UK music scene, what do you think about digital music? You know, it's one of the topics, like, is it good? Is it bad? Like, what's your opinion on it?
Bro, the music itself here, there can never be, I don't think there's anything bad about music, bro. I think it's easier when people just say, it's music, because everyone listens to it, everyone responds to music.
Yeah.
I mean, this music has brought a lot of young people houses for their parents, but it's giving them financial freedom, so it can't be bad. But if you're out here thinking that you need to go on drillings to make drill music, that's different. You know what I mean? And again, that is what we see more of, because we're in Bournemouth. How many times have we seen now these like little white youths and now just feel like they got to go do drillings, they stabbing each other every day. You're like, bro, you're in Bournemouth, fam. You know what I mean? When you're hearing about people actually that grew up in the trenches and have to make certain decisions because they have no other way out, it's different to you having an actual, you know what I mean, you got plate and everything. You don't have to make these decisions.
I hear you, but we don't know everyone's struggle. But
exactly. But again, like,
I hear what you're saying for the generalization, definitely.
Yeah. When it comes to areas like this, and you see in men are trying to copy lifestyle.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from that. Do you feel that Bournemouth artists lack the drive that they do in other places like Manchester, Birmingham, London, even Southampton? Do you think Bournemouth, like, not just your artists?
Yeah.
Do you think they lack the drive?
I think yes and no. So, bro, hella political. But I'm not.
That's too, man.
I'm not political. Listen, man. It's experience, man. It's experience, bro. Because I meet guys that have been making music for so long down here, bro. And again, one of the reasons, when I say to you, like, small wins for me like mean a lot more sometimes than like being able to get some of the guys onto some of these stages and into some of these clubs and on these lineups. Bro, that's a big win because for years, man, they've been trying, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man, they've been trying, putting their hardest work in, and they'll get no opportunity out here. But you know, if you play as a rock band, you've got a guitar, you know what I mean? Them acoustic bands, every pub got a band in there every weekend. They're paying them £300 every fucking Friday, Saturday to play in there.
Man.
You're telling me
The man
can't get half to do that.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I mean? And they'll try and tell you, oh, it's the music. But bro, tell me one club now that doesn't play drill, rap, Afro.
Yeah.
Every club plays it. Yeah. Every bar plays it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're telling me like they won't put us in these places for us to get these opportunities, then that's foul. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it has been down there for a long time.
Are they as determined? You know, because if you find a barrier, just like you came, and you managed to get the man them on them stages, we're like, brother, you're not, obviously you're smart, brother, but you're not bloody Einstein where someone else couldn't have done it. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do you think that they lack the drive to, or the finesse to go about and make it happen? Do you understand?
Bro, I don't think that anyone lacks the drive. It's what they're driven by or what they're driving for. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, them that want to make music, you get some of these men in the studio, bro, they could be in the studio from morning till night and making banger after banger after banger, but they don't know the marketing side. They don't know the hustle side. You know what I'm saying? And once they have to deal with that, it's long. And then again, there's the disjointedness because again, you have to build a team around you as an artist. And you're serious about doing this. You have to find someone that's going to go out there and plug your music into places and pitch for you to get shows and stuff. And they have to be willing to make these sacrifices. If you can't, bro, if you have to pay for it, you got to pay for it. Whatever you got to do. But that's what it comes to. And you're willing to make those sacrifices. And you're willing to go beyond. Man, them will shoot a music video for a bag and won't spend £200 to promote it. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to artists, I'm like, yo, bro, if we're shooting a video for £500, £600, £1,000, £2,000, bro, you got to have 50% of that for marketing as well, bro. So if your budget was going to be a bag for the show, let's try and do it for the video. Let's try and shoot a video for $5 and you get $5 to promote it.
Yeah, cool.
It's going to take you way further than shooting a nice ass video, man, to promote it.
And you can't even promote. You just shot the video.
You just shot the video.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised how many people do that.
It's mad. It's mad.
Everything into the video. Everyone want to get all the girls in there, all the cars, everything, and then the video will do 200 views. And then, demand them to support me. Bro, you have to look beyond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to look beyond and you have to really place yourself and market yourself and actually
100%
business sides of this. And yeah, man, that's a conversation that you don't necessarily want to have sometimes.
So what you're just saying that it's just more knowledge needs to be.
Knowledge, yeah, 100%, man. Knowledge. And that's one of the things I really want to work on, man. I really want to work on putting like almost like, I really want to build a green book, bro, for like urban artists down here that you have a go-to. So, yo, I'm doing a video. All right, who are the people down here that fuck with our music that do videos?
Coast to coast. Coast to coast.
There's a list of
that.
There's a list. You know, who are the people that are going to market my music? All right, cool.
Yeah.
There's a list of marketers. There's a list of PR agents. There's a list of financiers. Finance is the biggest thing, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't access finance. You should surprise how much like financial opportunities are there for artists to tap into. So many different platforms. So if you don't know where it is, that's where you go to tap into mine like me to say, yo, bro, where do I go? And
you saying, man, open the doors.
I really do. Sometimes, bro, if I have to, bro, sometimes, again, I'll just sit there. I get a list of different funds that are available, sent out to me, and I just sit there and I send it to my artists all the time. Bro, reach out for this, reach out.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? And these things are there, they exist. You have to keep applying, bro, because you will get, when you get it, you freeze up so much of your time and so much of your energy so that you can you know what I mean? So
give me your opinion on these people that, you know, when you're on Instagram, then people that keep trying to bug people talking about, oh, your song is fire, bro, or some shit like that. Like, what, you must get that shit all the time for your eyes, isn't it? And then when you answer them back,
I had a conversation with one more like the other day, bro. It's like, bro, this guy just always, every time I asked him to listen to my song, just sent me fire emojis, bro. I don't think this guy's listening, bro. Like, but again, man, you have to look beyond your opinion. So look beyond like your direct environment as well, bro. Because you get a lot of yes people, bro. again,
That would do it.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
It's Monday in the studio with you. You know what I mean? It's smoking your weed, drinking your drink. You know, they're not gonna say no to you, but the cheers fire or whatever it is, or whatever the favor they feel like they're gonna get out of it. But one of the things that I do a lot of the time when we've got music coming out, bro, there's platforms you send music out to for DJs, playlisters, and they'll just give you feedback. You know what I mean?
What about the people that tell you, oh yeah, pay me this much, mate, I'll get your tunes on the radio. What's your opinion of them? That's what I mean.
That's their job.
But they don't get you spun on radio. They scammers.
Some of them are scammers for sure, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Most of them are scammers, bro.
Internet is full of scam, but there are people there that
no, but they're not gonna reach out to you. You're gonna reach out to them ones.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the ones that reach out to you.
Bro, one of the key
They're fucking up the game.
Going back to what I was just saying, one of the reasons why I essentially want to build like a green book type thing so that you know where to go to the right people. So you talk to the right, because again, it's a hustle out there. Everyone gonna hustle you.
Where they'll bump you.
If you don't know where to look, bro, people will take
that bump you
all day, every day.
Yeah.
But if you know where to look, you pay the right people, bro.
Yeah, your thing will work.
Your thing will
Because it
work.
does cost money. It's not like anything's gonna come back. But certain man, they'll just bump you.
Yeah.
But then boom. Obviously, last thing now. What do you think about this paying for streams, followers, etc.? What's your opinion on that?
Who was I listening to the other day? It's fucked, but that's the game right now. Some people pay for it. A lot of people pay for it. I was listening to Russ's interview the other day, actually, and he's talking about big difference is if a major label and the artist is doing 100 million streams and 70 million of those are paid for. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's tricky if you're up and coming artist and you're trying to do that. It's very tricky because, bro, I see this all the time, bro. People send me their music and they send me yo, I'm fire, bro. Help me out, or like, yo, sign me or do whatever, bro. I go check the thing out. Mine's got on Insta maybe like 20,000 followers. Every post got 3 likes.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Bro, you go on
that
YouTube.
shit's crazy.
You go on YouTube. Bro, the other day I was sitting there, I was talking to TR Crazy, but we were watching a guy's video, 150,000 views.
Yeah.
And they had like 120 comments or something.
Yeah.
Bro, TR Crazy will drop a video that has 10k views.
Yeah.
It has 200 comments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His engagement's off the charts.
Yeah.
So you can look at these things and you know, all right, cool. You know what people are doing. But it's the game, because right now everyone knows it's a numbers game. Nobody really cares like when you can manipulate figures. So some people just want the numbers, and they go package it and they go somewhere and be like, yo, invest in me because look, these are my numbers. And if you don't talk, if people are not wise to the game, they'll fund you to change.
About the music.
They'll fund you to change and say, yo, you're doing numbers, go do this. No, yo, it's a finesse. And you know, bro, there's people out there just finessing the game.
I didn't even clock that. Man will do that. You're right. Man will do that to just get money.
Yeah.
And fuck rap. I don't own rap. I'm just saying rap, but any music, get it?
Yeah.
Man, they say, pay for the streams. Show this to someone who's got dough. They'll give me the dough. Fuck that music thing. I'm off. You know the way there.
Yeah.
But you know what? Kwoffstar, bro. Thank you very much, my brother, for sitting down with Coast to Coast for the first industry.
It's been in the pack.
Yes, man. Come on.